What's going on, guys? Oddball Reefer here, back at it with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new Leptogorgia Forest. Let's get to it. So I've actually been working on this tank for a while. This specific, the tank itself has been set up for 6 months. It was the first tank that I set up when I moved down here to Florida. And my main mission for this tank originally was just to have a non-photosynthetic reef tank. But that obviously changed. These corals are non-photosynthetic, but they are collected in much shallower water than most other non-photosynthetic corals. These are anywhere from 5 to 15 foot. Obviously, there's some deeper than that, but they can handle some of the light, as other non-photosynthetic corals that tend to be a little bit deeper can't, unless they're, if they're in the ocean, you don't tend to have much of an issue. But obviously, I'm able to have a highlight aquarium with macroalgae, and with my old NPS tank, I wasn't really able to keep macroalgae because I had the lights kind of dim to keep down the algae growth. With that said, we're going to go ahead and give you guys a closer look. So we're going to give you a close-up here of the Leptogorgia Forest. Oh my goodness, the color in this tank is just amazing. So we got Codium, Helmenia, two different kinds. Well, that's the green grape Caulerpa. We got the red grape there, more Helmenia. We got some sea lettuce in the back. There's some Telesto right there that's actually growing on that gourd. Let's see what else we got. I already said Codium. We got some Gracilaria, some Sargassum. Then, of course, you got the Leptogorgia. There's actually quite a few different color morphs of Leptogorgia. Purple definitely being the most common up towards Tampa area. Then we got the orange Leptogorgia right here. I got a couple of those specimens in here. The yellow ones are definitely the most uncommon. In my personal opinion, I don't tend to see those as much. Maybe they are a little deeper, I'm not sure. And then we got this one over here, it's like red. I see that every so often, but not nearly as much as these others. And I actually think that's a separate species of Leptogorgia due to the growth pattern. It could also be where that specific coral grows, but I've just seen so much of that. Well, I've actually seen a few colonies of that in the same general area, and they all that are that color tend to grow just like that, and they actually have a different color to their polyp, which is like more of a tan polyp color. So it's definitely different from the rest. The gorge is just starting to open, the light's starting to dim down for the evening, but I just think it's amazing the color that gorgonians can bring to a tank. A lot of people think the Caribbean ones are ugly. Obviously, I do not. These are, like I said, local. I mean, you can get them anywhere from pretty much the Gulf of Mexico. You don't hear of them too much in the Atlantic, but down towards the Keys, you get into them when you go out a little deeper. But these are more of a Gulf species. You tend to find them in the Gulf all over the place, and they're actually very common. Like I said, different colors you don't tend to see as much, like the yellows and such. But other than that, just wanted to give you a quick close-up. I want to talk a little bit more about this and what my mission... Oh, I'll show you this one in the back. There's like another color variation of the Leptogorgia. It's like tan. I don't really know how else to explain. It's like a tannish color. It's definitely obviously not as bright as the normal yellows. Sometimes you'll get a pinkish Leptogorgia. But like I said, these are pretty much the most common ones other than the yellow and the red. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about it, and that'll be it. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the Leptogorgia Forest here quickly. Not too much more to say. I just kind of want to explain what I plan to do with this tank as it progresses. Obviously, macroalgae I'm just going to have to end up trimming over time, because especially the Caulerpa, even the Codium can take off really fast. Codium is actually what I use for part of my filtration in the frag tank. And I have to trim that weekly because it grows into like a ball of Codium. It's really unique. I'll have to show you guys on like an Instagram live one day or something. It's pretty cool. With that said, like I said, I just want to say a couple more things. This tank is honestly an inspiration for me. Even though I set it up, it's just coming in this specific room, especially at night when the lights are still on, just being able to sit back and just look at that and just say, wow, like the colors in there, the algae, like just how it all kind of looks, like it looks natural because a good portion of that stuff is all collected in the same area. So really unique and really cool. Definitely one of my favorite builds yet, other than well, actually I like all my builds, so I can't say that, but this is definitely on the top 3 for sure. I probably put this in second place out of, I don't even remember how many tanks I've had in my time in this hobby. But this one's definitely up there. I can't wait. If I find any different color morphs of the Gorgonian Leptogorgia, I probably will end up adding a couple more. But now I'm just trying to decide what kind of fish I want to put in there. I'm thinking maybe a couple different pork fish, or even something. Oh, we do have a filefish in there. That's just a standard green filefish you find in the grass beds. But other than that, still want to figure out what kind of fish I want to put in there local to Tampa Bay area. So if you guys have any ideas or want to throw some fish ideas at me, go right ahead, comment below, or reach out to me on Instagram at oddball.reefer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.